As Bitcoin is trying to break through the orange line here at $88,400, there is some major manipulation happening in the market right now, which I need to talk with you all about, guys. I'm going to talk about the insider whale. I am going to talk about the data that came out yesterday, which the market was looking at as if it was very bullish. Well, there is more to the story, guys. I will get into it here in this video. So make sure to stick around from the beginning until the end of this video. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day. If you're new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So, of course, we're gonna kick it off here on the charts before I talk about two very key things that are happening in the market right now, but there's more to the story than what meets the eye. First, for the market, you can see that Bitcoin is right now trying to break above $88,400. Now, remember a few days ago, we did have an impulsive move towards the upside here, actually above $90,000, but then we did see an immediate pullback. So it seems like every time you have a little bit of a pump for Bitcoin and crypto in general, the whales just start to sell, and there's just too many people that are just waiting for another pump in order to dump their crypto. So every time you have a little bit of a pump, it just gets pushed down by the sellers. And that is essentially what's happening here as well. Now we're not even able to break through $88,400. So the crypto market in general looks weak, and I'm still waiting for time to just do its thing. And then in 2026, I believe we're gonna see some more good things happening towards the upside, so to speak. So I'm still waiting for that. I'm still using my trading strategies, of course, but be cautious on the shorter time frames, guys. The market does not look extremely strong right now. If you look at Ethereum, same thing here. We saw a pump to $3,000. However, we are not able to break through this point. For Solana, you can see that Solana has really been going down significantly recently. However, a small green candle here as well. If you look at traditional markets, you can see that the equity market, the S&P 500, is having a nice green candle as well. And if you look at the commodities like gold, there's actually silver. Silver also is at all-time high territory, actually made a push towards new all-time highs yesterday. If you look at gold, you can also see that gold is in all-time high territory. So I know that also palladium and other metals have been doing good here the last 24 hours. So maybe a bit of a rotation from gold, silver, to other precious metals, but yes, we're not seeing that into Bitcoin just yet. So let's keep our close eyes on all of these things, guys. Now, I need to share with you the massive insider whale. He is now accumulating more. So he added actually even more Ethereum, and he added even more Solana here. So he's going more long here. And this would be like the market looking at this wallet, the insider whale wallet, and trying to follow the actions here. However, there's more to this. So first, Garrett himself, the insider whale, has come out and said that he's bullish. So let us go down here. So he hadn't posted since the middle of October previously, and then he came out just a few hours ago. Time for the Bitcoin Ethereum rally. First price target. So Bitcoin $106,000, Ethereum $4,500. So these are the targets that supposedly the insider whale actually believes is going to happen here. Let us continue. The short thesis is getting really weak. The yen rate hike has little impact on the market, and it has already priced in. The bears bloodbath combo is falling apart. The three false statements they use: yen rate hike, 4-year cycle, Christmas liquidity drain. So the whale here is communicating as if he is massively bullish, which he might be. I mean, we know for a fact that he has incredibly large positions here for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. However, there's something else I want to share with you, because we already also know that a few of these wallets are owned by this insider whale. And he actually deposited, at the same time as he's going long right here, he has now deposited $450 million worth of Bitcoin to Binance. Now, is he selling this Bitcoin? Is he using it as collateral? We don't know, but one thing we know is that everyone are watching these wallets, of course. Everyone knows that this wallet belongs to this insider whale, And when he is sending Bitcoin to exchanges, that typically causes some downwards pressure for Bitcoin because he's selling huge amounts to Binance, potentially about to sell that. Otherwise, why would he send this crazy amount of Bitcoin to Binance? Usually to sell, right? But we don't know for a fact that he is selling it. Maybe he's using it as collateral. But so you have two different things. You have the massive long positions here from the insider whale, long positions, and then you have Bitcoin being deposited to Binance, which we can assume that he is selling, but maybe not. We don't know for a fact because we cannot look into his account, of course. On the other hand, also, another thing that came out yesterday was, of course, the CPI inflation data, and it fell, guys, 2.7%. The expectations were 3.1. The core CPI fell to 2.6. The expectations were 3%. This marks the biggest drop in US inflation since March 2025. So this would be extremely bullish, right? Well, the market pumped a little bit on the back of this news. However, if we look at the data even further, we can see that they actually left out some data because due to the US government shutdown, October, November, they did not collect many of these data points, and then they just added 0 to these columns here, which is kind of ridiculous. So one big assumption appears to be on the shelter side of the equation. So they assumed that shelter, which is housing, was 0% inflation, which is not very likely. Let us continue. This is totally inexcusable. The BLS just assumed that rent were 0 for October. I'm sure they have good technical explanation for this, but the only way to get a 2-month average for rent, 0.06% and 0.113, is assuming October was 0. There is just no world in which this was a good idea, but here we are. So this is also very key. This data is being manipulated. Why? Well, you could look at this bullish or bearish. The bullish case would be that they are intentionally putting out better data than we actually have because they want the market to pump. So they might continue to do this to kind of change the narrative here and put out better data than expected or then better data than in reality in order for the markets to pump. So that is one thing. The bearish case is, of course, that this data is not correct and that inflation is actually higher than this. So be careful out there, guys. There is some big manipulation happening both in the data side of things, but also in terms of these whales here going long and then sending huge amounts of Bitcoin to exchanges. We don't know for sure what's going on, but what we do know is that in this market, the whales, the actors here, whether it's Donald Trump, whether it's whales, whether it's whatever it may be, even big institutions, they're going to try to do everything they can to fool you. So I'm trying to provide you with transparent data here so that we have all the facts on the table. In terms of me, I'm still holding all of my trades. Volatility means I'm making more and more gains for every day that goes by. Yes, the prices are not really that amazing right now, but I believe, just like I've been saying for over a year already, the peak is going to be in 2026 and 2025 is just going to be a transition year. You can see 2025 has been a massive just transitional phase here. So I have no reason to change that thesis. Guys, that's what I got for you. I hope that you're going to enjoy your Friday weekend and I will see you guys in the next one.